Hotline. The Harold Washington Post 1987 Hotline show is live, and you can call in.
Yes, you can.
Fantastic Commander. Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you very much. I'm partner in crime.
Get some?
Yes, you can.
Oh, yes, yeah. We have a fabulous guest with us this evening, rather. But I'd like to thank you all for participating and being with us each week and stuff like that. And yes, please call in. We have somebody better. No, I can't say that. we have our technician back. He been
Hey,
ill.
Jack. Welcome back.
family.
And the First Lady.
And he been ill and stuff, so you can't keep a good person down too long. But we're glad
Sound
to
like a
have him
vampire.
back. But again, we have a person that I met before. Also, we worked together for the Lisbeth Lockhart, Arthur Lockhart Resource Institute, and doing Veterans Affairs and stuff like that. And so now, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce you to
George Salter, a.k.a. Motivator G, representing Above and Beyond Family Recovery Center. It's just a blessing to be up in this piece.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. And my man Mike is going to be joining us as well. Yes, this is what we're doing over at an Above and Beyond. And what I'd like to do is briefly just share with you our mission. Above and Beyond Family Recovery Center is basically a mission-driven organization, nonprofit, 501c3, and it is a treatment recovery center that focuses on innovative, long-term, evidence-based, informed, addictive recovery services. And what we do is provide services for those who can't pay for it themselves.
and there's a lot of you all out there.
They need the help.
Yeah,
that
they
need
need the
help.
help. Veterans and those alike. And you might ask, like, so who are we? We are blessed to be a group of an educated team that has a compassionate heart, and we feel that the life of those who are struggling with addictions, there is dysfunction that runs rapid and trauma that runs rapid, and the goal and the mission is for us to be loving and also be optimistic in the care that we provide. Now, I can't take all of the credit, even though I'm the one here that you see.
He's so modest.
No, I was listening to what you said before I came in, and you told me what I can't do and what I can do. So I'm going to do what you said I can do, and that is introduce our team, because when we met,
yeah,
and we had that meeting, I sat down with our executive director, our director of philanthropy, and a number of other people, and said, hey, what is our mission and what is our goal for being on this show? And she wrote this note, and she said our purpose is for us to participate and create, now check this out, create awareness and visibility, and it's our intent to expand our service of delivery to the veteran population. You guys are veterans population, and we want to meet you where we are with what we do.
And tell them your address. How can they get in touch with that?
Well, the address, we're right at Sacramento and Lake, 2942 West Lake Street. It's an awesome facility, and you'll see it if you're taking the L. You'll see it if you're on Sacramento. You'll see it if you're on Lake Street. And we're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. And there's a plethora of services that we provide. I don't know if you could see this.
Put it down.
Put it down there. Let's look at some of the services that we provide, because I don't want to take too much time, because
Go
this
ahead.
is about veterans, and we
Okay.
want a veteran to speak. But we offer 20, 30 so different types of therapy, ranging from manhole to trauma 1 and 2 to we have a recovery NA, AA. We even have a choir dealing with goal setting, spirituality, and this type of programming, this type of therapy is award winning.
Okay.
And it's one of the best in the nation that's right here in our backyard, and we're reaching out to you.
And veteran community, see, this is the thing that you need. Do we have a caller? Come in, caller.
Yes, this is Top Sarge.
Hey, what's happening? How are you?
Oh, so far pretty good, Commander. Yeah, after Saturday I had a lot of complaints about why weren't the black soldiers shown on the D-Day anniversary. So I told them, some of the children was asking me this when I got home, from the meeting. And a couple of my son's friends, they was calling me and asking me why weren't they, gave awards to the black soldiers on D-Day. Can you tell me that? And I can give it back to the
You want me to
kids,
respond
let
to
them
that,
know.
Commander?
Yes. Travis could respond to that right quick.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you called, because this morning that was on my mind to talk about D-Day. We had 2.5 million black men who registered for the draft, all while they were experiencing discrimination and segregation. The only one combat unit was the 320 Barrage Balloon Battalion. And over 2,000 African troops landed on D-Day at Normandy. Most of them got wiped out.
Boy.
Right. And they was just asking me, telling me, they said, well, a couple of partners asked me, a couple of young cats that stay around in the neighborhood because they be seeing me with my American Legion suit on. And he asked me, what about the American Legion that's been fighting since World War One? Almost since, World War One, when we established. Because a lot of these young cats are on us, and they know our history from their grandparents and parents,
Okay, what we're going to do, caller, next week we're going to have more information about that.
And you can go to Google and put in there black troops joining the military and our role when it came to D-Day. So it's not like we wasn't there. We were there. Now, unfortunately, Channel 2, Channel 5, and ABC, I was watching the channels, and I didn't see none of us, even on World News, talk about us and our relationship to the military when it came to the war on D-Day. But we were there.
So let us bring this back up next week.
All right, then, but
And thank you for calling in. Okay.
All right,
Now,
getting back to above and beyond, how do you work with our veterans when it comes to, was it PTSD?
And that is a question for those who have the experience, because at our office we have master degree level counselors, over 25 primary care interns, and over 30 therapeutic sessions. And we are a licensed provider of IOP, that is intensive outpatient counseling. So as it relates to the specifics of those, a person would come in and be assessed, and with an assessment, then the proper with the diagnosis, they would receive care. And this is what's important. Everything is free.
Okay.
There's no cost at all to the patient, and we also deal with substance abuse treatment, mental health counseling, recovery, home and permanent housing referrals, and employment assistance for those that are patients that have a diagnosis as it relates to the model that we serve.
Now, do you have to belong to this organization, or can you walk off the street and get help?
The person who walks in the door is welcome. No one is turned away. And one of the reasons no one is turned away is because this was the dream of Brian Cressy, who his vision was to provide this type of service for those who couldn't afford it for themselves. So
beautiful.
no one is turned away, and everything is free, and it's part of our other target market, and it all deals with veterans, adult men, women, homeless, chronically homeless, disenfranchised and marginalized and low income, uninsured, and we also deal with ex-offenders. So you could see how a veteran can fit into any one of those pockets
Okay,
and
that's
come and get the
wonderful.
needs. And we have a veteran with us who's experienced.
And we're gonna
this.
bring him up here.
Yes,
We're gonna
yes,
bring him
yes,
up here.
Yes, yes.
Now, do you guys keep stats on how many veterans you're servicing, those who have issues, and the ones that, because we do have veterans committing crime and going to jail and coming out of jail. So, are you guys keeping stats on this stuff, data?
Let me just say this. Everything is tracked.
Okay.
You know, if you don't have the stats, you can't track, and if you can't track, how can you prove your effectiveness? And one of the things I can point to here that Above and Beyond is nationally the only outpatient treatment center that offers this vestibule kind of format. So
Okay.
we're tracking everything, and it's all confidential, and we're a licensed provider, so you have to
So,
track.
to our veterans out there, we're providing you the information that you need. We know our veterans need help, whether you're a male or a female. Above and Beyond
Let me put this.
have laid out a roadmap for you. So there's no excuse for you not to get the help that you need. Above and Beyond.
Put this up.
How long have you guys been in existence?
3 years. 3 years.
Okay.
And in 3 years, we have been blessed to serve and touch so many lives, and our patients come back, and just like you'll hear from our guests, they are part of the solution.
Yes.
And part of a mentoring team, and part of a number of things that allow us to keep giving back and giving opportunity to those to give back.
Okay, let's talk
We
to
want to
Michael.
thank you
Thank you, man.
for doing a good
Travis,
job.
Commander,
Yes, thank you very much. And you know we're gonna get together again.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, we have to.
Above and
That's
Beyond.
it.
Above and beyond.
Okay.
All right,
So
our
now,
next guest.
Brother Michael.
We got a caller.
Hello, caller.
Yes, this is John. I have a question.
Speak up, caller.
Yes, this is John. I have a question.
Go ahead, sir.
My question is, a veteran recovering from substance abuse, is there any type of financial assistance that he can get?
What's the question?
Veterans recovering from substance abuse, is there any type of financial
Assistance that he can get?
benefits he can get?
I'm not sure of that. The person would come in and do an assessment, and they would be assessed for their treatment as a treatment model, and then they would be referred and give the resources, and Mike can answer the
Okay.
question for himself.
Well, there you go, Mike. Could you answer that?
Yes, my name is Michael McLaurin. I was in the United States Marine Corps from 1980 to 1980.
A Marine, y'all.
Hoorah! I gotta give it to him. Stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. You were saying that can a person that has a substance abuse history, can they qualify for
Some type of financial benefit.
Well, that would be up to the VA, and at above and beyond, we would have to refer you out to that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate your answer.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for your service.
Okay. Now back to you, Mike. Now, tell us about how you became interested in Above Beyond. What do you do?
Okay. After back in 2017, one of the counselors from Above and Beyond, his name is Thaddeus. He used to work for Loretta Hospital, Chicago Lake Shore. I used to work with him in the field, and he was once my counselor.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember back in the days when we was growing up and we had the recreational centers in the neighborhoods. Yeah. So he told me, he said, Mike, I got something that you are gonna like. He was telling me that it was a recovery center that was like the old recreational centers back in the day, where you could go hang out all day. I was like, man, for real? So I went there, and when I got there, I was completely taken aback because this place looked nothing like a treatment facility that I have ever seen before. It was wide open, vibrant colors. People were walking around laughing and smiling, hugging on me. And I was like, man, this ain't no treatment I ever been around. And come to find out it was, because there's a lot of artwork in our facility. There's a lot of models, a lot of positive sayings on the walls. It's just very inviting. So yes.
Oh, that's good. And people that's been drug abusers and stuff like that, they need a change of scenery.
Yes.
And a change of color. You know, as they say, sometimes color brings out the best of you and stuff like that. You know.
Yes, it does.
And this all helps. Just like watching butterflies and certain flowers,
Right.
you know. So, you know, with all that tension, PTSD, stress, anxiety, you know, all of this, you know, sometimes a stressful man could be eased and
Yes,
stuff.
and there's another thing, man. They play music all day. All day.
Okay.
We have a recovery choir. We have about 2 or 3 different bands that play regularly, and it's just a very different model. I mean, if you ever been to like the VA or Haymarket or some other place like that, you know, it's all one size fit all.
I worked at both.
Yeah, and when you come in, you know what? Everybody goes to this class, then everybody takes a break, then everybody goes to
to the
this
next
class. But this is not how it is at Above and Beyond. At Above and Beyond, everything is geared toward you. The things that you might be having going on in your life, such as trauma, or transgenerational trauma, or spirituality. We even have yoga. We even have acupuncture. We even have Second City Improv come down, and it's called improv therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have a lot of different things that there's not just the regular mainstay of treatment. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
That sounds really nice.
To our veteran family out there, you just heard Mike, the veteran, speak to you very passionately about why it's so critical, crucial for you, the vet, female or male, to take advantage of this awesome program from Above and Beyond.
Yes, please.
Because all we could do here is be the messenger. And it's going to be up to you to be like a fish and bite that bait. The bait is let you know that we have programs out here in the community so that no vet could be left behind, no matter what type of condition or issue you may have.
And let me say something about that. You know, and about above and beyond, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you know, just because they're on the west side, that don't mean you have to be a west sider.
Yes.
You know, it's open, like he said, to all.
Yes.
Northeast, west, south, or whatever you may be. You know, and still not, you don't even have to be in the city. You can be outside the city. If you can make it there, the doors is open.
Yes.
They have walk-ins and stuff. But see, the opportunity that they have, they're giving to you.
Free.
Free.
Yes.
No appointment necessary.
No appointment necessary. If look here, if you got car fare and could get down there, it would be worth your while.
Yes.
Yes, it would.
Because we all, as veterans, be hollering about, we need help, we need this, we need that. Okay, it's open for you.
Yes, it is.
Come. And they say, as they say, seek and ye shall find. Here it is.
Yes.
Knock and the door shall be open.
I'm going
Primary
to pass the
example.
head in
Yes,
a
it
minute.
Yeah, I would also like to say, after coming to the program and then graduating in 3 months, doing my 90 days, I became a mentor. That is somebody who has been through the program and then is now giving back, trying to help the other clients. After that, now I'm in class to be in training to be a CRSS, which is a recovery coach. I'm also the custodian. Whatever they need me to be there, whatever they ask.
All
Yes.
around person.
That's it. There you go.
Well, you came to serve.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes,
and that's good.
Yes.
And that's what they call, believe it or not, giving back.
Yes.
Which was so free.
There's a lot of things you could do, you know, and you could give back, not knowing what your capability is. They don't ask for much.
Yeah.
The only thing they're asking is a simple thing. Please.
Show up.
Show up.
Take
That's it.
advantage.
Just
Be
show
there.
up.
And as I pointed out earlier, remember, a lot of our brothers back in the Jim Crow days went through a lot when it came to the racial overtone of this country. And yet, they went off to war. Even while they was fighting for another race freedom or another country freedom, they didn't have freedom back at home. Mm-hmm. And since we know that, and that mess with your head too. So now that you understand that you can get help, we want you to take advantage of above and beyond.
Give them a chance.
Yes.
That's all they asking for.
Come
The
see.
doors is open.
Yes, come see us.
Come see, come look around.
Yeah.
If you want to see how the building look, come look around. Come meet and greet the people. They have people for you. They have receptionists that will show you around. They will tell you about the program.
Mm-hmm.
We have too many soldiers committing suicide. And this program can help you get the help that you need.
Male or female.
Brothers, when you're having fun,
Yes.
time flies. We want to thank you guys for
Thank
showing
you.
up.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Until-
We're going to bring him over here right quick. Put it over here.
Thank you. Good job, Mike.
Until next time, my brother.
Thank you.
And you know we're going to get together.
Yes.
We're gonna